What's going on, you fam? Raiyuden here. I just wanted to apologize. I just realized that the video rendered with no audio for some strange reason, and I posted it online, and a lot of you were quick to let me know. So thank you for that. I'm not sure what happened. Everything was fine and dandy when I was listening to it on the timeline, but I guess when it rendered, it had no audio. Rather strange, but I have no issue starting again. I hope you guys don't mind that it's a little late. I apologize for that, but I'll make sure to double check next time so that this doesn't happen again. But what I wanted to do was make a fun little Super Saiyan team revolving around units that aren't used very much in the meta right now, and I feel like that's doing them a little bit of an injustice considering they work very, very well. They're very good units. I spoke about them before. I praised them individually, but I feel like it's good to remind people why they're very, very good. So the team we're going to be rocking is Super Saiyan Bardock, the legendary Super Saiyan Broly, the one that we all know too well. I don't think anyone forgot that event. I think we all are traumatized by it. The Legends Road Goku, who I still think has one of the best main abilities in the game. I think being able to fully restore Vanish as well as gain a blue card is a very, very good main ability. A lot of utility comes from that, and a lot of damage comes out of that as well. It's a very good main ability. And then on the bench, we're gonna have our Super Vegeta, Super Saiyan 3 Goku, Majin Vegeta, our good old Saiyan buffing units. But enough about that. Let's jump into some PvP. Alrighty, once again, we return to the realm of PvP. We're going up against Wade, who's running an interesting combination of not only the Sun family, but the Vegeta family as well. I look forward to a time where this combination of units is very much viable. Not to say right now they're not viable, as he gets me with a blue card right away. Very good start for him. I see a lot of people do that every now and then, and it's a super high risk, high reward way to get the match going, because a lot of people like to initiate with a Ki Blast, or perhaps it's just me, I don't really know. One thing that I realize in a lot of my matches is the reason why I always have such a big uphill climb is because I'm always the one that initiates the fight. And if you notice at the beginning, if the opponent is very good and they're able to get a perfect Vanish, then I immediately lose it. I immediately lose it right away. So it's always a big uphill climb, and I honestly wouldn't have it any other way. I like to be the one that initiates the fight. I don't like the constant passive play. I like to be aggressive, so I go straight for it. Now in terms of the match here, I completely failed this Rising Rush. I really thought I had my timing there, but I didn't, which kind of sucks. His Vegeta family is doing insane amounts of damage to me. We're not having a good start here, but it's about time that we came back here. So we got Broly here, getting Bardock's buffs, doing some breakdancing, doing some crazy damage. This dude is so good. I feel like people forgot what he was truly capable of doing. He's such a fantastic unit. Obviously, I didn't show him very well right there, but in the match, it was 2 purple units left against me, and I felt, no one else, he wouldn't have type advantage over anyone else on the rest of my team, so I figured it was time to do away with him. No problem with that, but he's such a fantastic unit. And I'm gonna have an interesting video for you guys tomorrow that revolves around him in terms of dealing with this new Legends Limited Goku that's been capturing the meta. I feel like a lot of us have been having difficulty handling his countering, and a lot of players that not only rely on the counter but are very good at getting the counter off. So the current way to handle it is, going up in their face and shoulder tackling, or tap blast in hopes of baiting it, but seasoned players that know what they're doing with the counter will absolutely not fall for those things. Just constantly backfloating is all you need to do. So I found an interesting counter revolving with this green Broly in terms of countering and getting priority again. So I hope you guys look forward to it, and I hope it helps you guys deal with them. Now here's me showing off what I really like about this Goku. Man, the longer he stays on the field, he does more damage. His main ability giving you a blue card and your Vanish back is just so strong. I dread the thought of a gacha unit getting such a main ability. It's insane. It's a very good main ability. It's very clear what they're intending on doing. The whole idea was we're going to have Goku stay in the field as long as possible so that his passive can truly come through. Because after all, he does more damage the longer he's in the field. And I like using him mainly because Not only is his main ability super strong, but you know, his green card is very useful if you know what you're doing. Main ability giving you the vanish, but even crazier is his key restore speed is insane. I think he has some of the fastest key restore speed in the game right now. No joke. He restores keys so fast, and he's very, very strong as well. I really enjoy using him, and I look forward to when we get to put some additional stars on the guy. I look forward to it. I feel like we're due for another Legends Limited unit. Sorry, Legends Road unit. No, we don't need another Legends Limited unit right now. Unless it's Super Saiyan 3 Goku. I have no issue with that. Maybe my wallet does, but... yeah, I feel like with the new Ginyu Force event, I feel like if we are to get another Legends Road unit, it's probably going to be Captain Ginyu, who took... Goku's body. It seems appropriate. I mean, after all, they did that in Dokkan. I could see it. Legends tends to borrow some ideas from Dokkan as well, so I feel like that 100% could happen. Now, going back to the match here, I'm not sure why, but I seem to be getting a ridiculous amount of green and blue cards. Absolutely ridiculous, and I don't even understand why, considering none of these guys give additional green or blue cards here. And Trunks' blue card gets shut out. Not threatened by some rinky-dink tiny toothpick sword. Not in the face of Broly's giant blast right there. Try to catch him in the sidestep, but he gets me instead. Crazy damage. Really enjoy using him. I wish I had more stars on him, truth be told, but it is what it is. My opponent unfortunately drops his combo, and then because we have a Rising Rush, we can go straight for it. Take care of this Gohan here. Gonna be doing some crazy damage because we got Bardock's crits going off there. Very, very nice. Very nice to see hybrids being ran as well. That's really cool. I enjoy seeing that. I like seeing how diverse the meta is right now. I know perhaps it leans more towards Lineage of Evil and Sun family / Super Saiyan, but without a doubt, I mean, it's not to say that hybrids aren't very strong as well, considering they have, what, 2 Legends Limited units? They're still very strong, very viable, so it's very nice. The meta's in a good place right now. Every good team has a very good counter. It's nice. I always hate having those interactions when you're right up in the face of another person, because every time I try to go for a tap attack, my opponent always vanishes and I screw it up. But just another way to show why this Goku is so good with his main ability. Just right there. Main ability gave me an extra vanish, and although he captured the priority again, his blue card, it just does so much damage. He's such a good unit. And here's the third and final match of the video, going up against a Super Saiyan team. If you guys remember, I made this team, I think it was just yesterday, so this team is absolutely crazy, and I have to be careful, especially considering I have a purple unit. Our Star Boy can't be killed so easily. We need him to deal with these 2 powerful blue units. Doing some decent damage here. Already have a green card. It's kind of crazy to me that I get so many green cards. Like two green cards in a row. How often does that happen? Especially considering this guy doesn't give extra green cards. One very crazy thing about the green card though is it will cause your opponent to fly back and for you to capture priority with a blue card regardless of what your opponent throws at you. So in terms of it being a counter, it's far superior than Goku's blue card counter if you really think about it, because Goku's blue card counter will work against green cards, strike, blast, and I'm pretty sure I said blue cards. No, I didn't. But those 4 things. But if you were to use Broly's, his green card actually works against Ki Blast as well, which is going to be why he's important for countering this Legends Limited Goku, because you got so many players that like to backfloat, they like to tap Ki Blast towards you just to get you to do an attack, try to capture you, try to bait you out. But if you were to seize those Ki Blasts with his green card and you had a blue card, it just spells for a big uh-oh for the Legends Limited Goku, because not only is the Broly green, but he gets buffed up every time his green card works successfully, and his blue card, every time he uses a blue card, he gets stronger as well. So it just spells for a dangerous combination for that Goku. That Goku could probably get killed in one shot. Now the coolest part is if you run him with this Bardock here, and you manage to get crits off as well, oof, he's dead. 1 blue card, he's dead. 100% he's dead. You'll see a small example of it in the match here that I pull off with the Broly here. So I pop my main ability, I have a blue card, I got for some reason more green cards. Now look at the damage that we do here. We just swapped into him. Look at this damage. That was just 1 blue card. crazy amounts of damage. He will be key for tomorrow's video when I show you how we counter. See, he knows that I have a green card. He knows that I'm ready to counter him, so he decided it would make more sense to switch over to the Super Vegito because he was afraid. But I'm telling you, he will be. I feel like you're gonna see more of this legendary Super Saiyan Broly ran just to deal with the Goku. It's gonna be interesting as more time goes on. More people pull the new Goku, and it's a good thing for them. I don't like seeing when people say that they spent so many Chrono Crystals that they worked hard for and they don't get anything out of it. I would much rather everyone get the unit, and it being a little bit difficult in the PvP scene, I wouldn't mind. I would rather people get the unit that they want. But going back to this, more people are going to pull him. There's going to be more of them to deal with, and I feel like having a counter for him is going to be all the more important, especially when he has his blue card there. My opinion, I don't think he should have been able to counter green cards. I think that's a little too much. That's definitely too much in my opinion. Because it would have been easier for them to counter, but I guess he had to really own that title of Legends Limited. He had to be very strong in every way possible. We're in a bit of a sticky situation here. We got a basically full health Super Vegito, and all we have is a barely alive Broly and a Bardock that's about to kick the bucket. So I used the green card here to bait his Vanish, and I was really hoping that you could use his blue card right away when he's in your face, but for some reason they decided they're not going to go ahead and do that. It would have been interesting if you ask me. It would have been cool to have your opponent vanish, he's right in your face, and Broly just blows you up. But going back to the match here, we get our Rising Rush. We bank it all on this strike card here. And what happens? We get it off. So we successfully take down the #1 and #2 best units in the game. What order that goes in, I'm going to leave it up to you. Honestly, it's hard to decide which is what. I guess it's all situational. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed. Sorry for the lack of audio. You guys were quick to let me know, and I appreciate that. Well, until next time, peace.